Thanks for visiting my YouTube channel. Here are the NBA regular season standings updates, game result, and the game schedule. For the game result, in the first game, the Brooklyn Nets got their second straight win after defeating the Philadelphia 76ers, with a score of 114-106. Michael Porter was the top scorer for the Brooklyn Nets with 28 points, followed by Igor Demon scored 20 points, Nick Claxton made a double-double performance of 16 points and 10 rebounds, and Noah Clowney added 13 points. Joel Embiid was the top scorer for the Philadelphia 76ers with 27 points, followed by Paul George scored 19 points. The Cleveland Cavaliers got their second straight win after defeating the New Orleans Pelicans, with a score of 141-118. Donovan Mitchell was the top scorer for the Cleveland Cavaliers with 27 points, followed by Sam Merrill scored 22 points, Jalen Tyson had 18 points, and Thomas Bryant added 15 points. Zion Williamson was the top scorer for the New Orleans Pelicans with 26 points, followed by Derek Queen scored 21 points. The Toronto Raptors snapped their two-game losing streak after defeating the Miami Heat, with a score of 112-91. Scotty Barnes was the top scorer for the Toronto Raptors with 27 points, followed by Emmanuel Quickley scored 18 points, Sandro Mamukelashvili had 14 points, and Brandon Ingram added 12 points. Jamie Jaquez was the top scorer for the Miami Heat with 21 points, followed by Norman Powell scored 17 points. The Chicago Bulls got their four-game winning streak after defeating the Atlanta Hawks, with a score of 126-123. Kobe White was the top scorer for the Chicago Bulls with 24 points, followed by Nikola Vucevic made a double-double performance of 21 points and 10 rebounds. Josh Giddey made a triple-double performance of 19 points, 11 rebounds and 15 assists, and Mattis Buzelis added 15 points. Jalen Johnson was the top scorer for the Atlanta Hawks and made a double-double performance of 24 points and 10 assists with 9 rebounds, followed by Trae Young made a double-double performance of 22 points and 15 assists. The Milwaukee Bucks snapped their three-game losing streak after defeating the Indiana Pacers, with a score of 111-94. Kevin Porter was the top scorer for the Milwaukee Bucks with 24 points, followed by Ryan Rollins scored 23 points, Kyle Kuzma had 15 points, and Bobby Portis added 14 points and 9 rebounds. T.J. McConnell was the top scorer for the Indiana Pacers with 16 points, followed by Pascal Siakam scored 15 points. The Dallas Mavericks snapped their two-game losing streak after defeating the Denver Nuggets, with a score of 131-130. Cooper Flagg was the top scorer for the Dallas Mavericks with 33 points, 9 rebounds and 9 assists, followed by Anthony Davis had 31 points and 9 rebounds, Najee Marshall scored 15 points, and Ryan Nebert added 11 points. Jamal Murray was the top scorer for the Denver Nuggets with a double-double performance of 31 points and 14 assists, followed by Nikola Jokic also made a double-double performance of 29 points and 14 assists. The Minnesota Timberwolves got their three-game winning streak after defeating the New York Knicks, with a score of 115-104. Anthony Edwards was the top scorer for the Minnesota Timberwolves with 38 points, followed by Julius Randle scored 25 points, Rudy Gobert made a double-double performance of 11 points and 16 rebounds, and Dante DiVincenzo added 11 points. Karl Anthony Towns was the top scorer for the New York Knicks with a double-double performance of 40 points and 13 rebounds, followed by Tyler Kolek also made a double-double performance of 20 points and 11 rebounds. The San Antonio Spurs got their seven-game winning streak after defeating the Oklahoma City Thunder, with a score of 130-110. Keldon Johnson was the top scorer for the San Antonio Spurs with 25 points, followed by Stephon Castle scored 24 points, Harrison Barnes had 20 points, and Devin Vassell added 17 points. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander was the top scorer for the Oklahoma City Thunder with 33 points, followed by Jalen Williams scored 17 points. The Phoenix Suns beat the Los Angeles Lakers, with a score of 132 over 108. Dillon Brooks was the top scorer for the Phoenix Suns with 25 points, followed by Devin Booker made a double-double performance of 21 points and 11 assists, Mark Williams scored 18 points and 9 rebounds, and Colin Gillespie added 16 points. LeBron James was the top scorer for the Los Angeles Lakers with 23 points, followed by Austin Reeves scored 17 points. The Orlando Magic beat the Portland Trail Blazers, with a score of 110 over 106. Desmond Bane was the top scorer for the Orlando Magic with 23 points, followed by Anthony Black scored 22 points, Tyus Jones had 16 points, and Wendell Carter added 14 points. Deni Avdija was the top scorer for the Portland Trail Blazers with 25 points, followed by Shaedon Sharpe scored 22 points. The Detroit Pistons got their 3-game winning streak after defeating the Sacramento Kings, with a score of 136 over 127. Tobias Harris was the top scorer for the Detroit Pistons with 24 points, followed by Jalen Duren made a double-double performance of 23 points and 13 rebounds. Cade Cunningham also made a double-double performance of 23 points and 14 assists, and Ausar Thompson added 19 points. DeMar DeRozan was the top scorer for the Sacramento Kings with 37 points, followed by Russell Westbrook added 27 points. In the last game, the LA Clippers got their second straight win after defeating the Houston Rockets, with a score of 128 over 108. Kawhi Leonard was the top scorer for the LA Clippers with 41 points, followed by James Harden scored 29 points, John Collins and Kobe Sanders added 13 points each. Kevin Durant was the top scorer for the Houston Rockets with 22 points, followed by Alperen Sengun made a double-double performance of 19 points and 11 rebounds. And here are the NBA regular season standings updates. For the Eastern Conference standings, the number 1 in the Eastern Conference standings is Detroit Pistons, with a record of 24 wins and 6 losses. The number 2 is New York Knicks, with a record of 20 wins and 9 losses. The number 3 is Boston Celtics, with a record of 18 wins and 11 losses. The number 4 is Toronto Raptors, with a record of 18 wins and 13 losses. The number 5 is Philadelphia 76ers, with a record of 16 wins and 12 losses. The number 6 is Orlando Magic, with a record of 17 wins and 13 losses. The number 7 is Cleveland Cavaliers, with a record of 17 wins and 14 losses. The number 8 is Miami Heat, with a record of 15 wins and 15 losses. The number 9 is Atlanta Hawks, with a record of 15 wins and 16 losses. The number 10 is Chicago Bulls, with a record of 14 wins and 15 losses. The number 11 is Milwaukee Bucks, with a record of 12 wins and 18 losses. The number 12 is Charlotte Hornets, with a record of 10 wins and 20 losses. The number 13 is Brooklyn Nets, with a record of 9 wins and 19 losses. The number 14 is Indiana Pacers, with a record of 6 wins and 24 losses. The number 15 is Washington Wizards, with a record of 5 wins and 23 losses. For the Western Conference standings updates, the number 1 in the Western Conference standings is Oklahoma City Thunder, with a record of 26 wins and 4 losses. The number 2 is San Antonio Spurs, with a record of 22 wins and 7 losses. The number 3 is Denver Nuggets, with a record of 21 wins and 8 losses. The number 4 is Los Angeles Lakers, with a record of 19 wins and 9 losses. The number 5 is Minnesota Timberwolves, with a record of 20 wins and 10 losses. The number 6 is Houston Rockets, with a record of 17 wins and 10 losses. The number 7 is Phoenix Suns, with a record of 16 wins and 13 losses. The number 8 is Golden State Warriors, with a record of 15 wins and 15 losses. The number 9 is Memphis Grizzlies, with a record of 14 wins and 16 losses. The number 10 is Portland Trail Blazers, with a record of 12 wins and 18 losses. The number 11 is Dallas Mavericks, with a record of 12 wins and 19 losses. The number 12 is Utah Jazz, with a record of 10 wins and 19 losses. Number 13 is LA Clippers, with a record of 8 wins and 21 losses. The number 14 is New Orleans Pelicans, with a record of 8 wins and 23 losses. The number 15 is Sacramento Kings, with a record of 7 wins and 23 losses. There is no game scheduled for tomorrow. The next game will be on Friday morning, December 26th, PH time. In the first game, at 1 a.m., New York Knicks vs. Cleveland Cavaliers. In the second game, at 3:30 a.m., Oklahoma City Thunder vs. San Antonio Spurs. In the third game, at 6 a.m., Golden State Warriors vs. Dallas Mavericks. In the fourth game, at 9 a.m., Los Angeles Lakers vs. Houston Rockets. In the last game, 11:30 a.m., Denver Nuggets vs. Minnesota Timberwolves.